You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Good morning, kids and children. I love children. Are you ready for another story today? I hope you've been enjoying my stories. I hope I get better as I go along. I'm pretty new at this, so bear with me and be patient. Maybe I will improve. They say practice makes perfect. And the old German saying, practice macht the Master. Practice makes a master. That's true, I think, in most things. We know that's true in a piano, or playing guitar, or anything you do. If you really want to get good at it, you have to do it a lot. So I hope you get good at this, and I'm going to do it a lot. Now, today's story is about the dreaded outhouse. An outhouse is a little building that looks like this. Every farm had one, or maybe two. And people in Europe, I know, had an indoor outhouse. They used to have a little hole on a board on the second floor. They would go there and drop clear down to a big tank in the basement. But in America, on our farms, this is Grandpa's old farm, this outhouse was a place you used during the day, and most of the times us young kids dreaded it because when you opened this door, this is what you saw. You saw a board with two holes in it, and that means two people can make the bowel movement or tinkle at the same time. You had to be careful that you didn't tinkle on the boards because you had to wipe them all off. You had to take care of the place so it wouldn't smell too bad. But boy, it did smell. You look down that hole and you'd see stuff down there you can't imagine. And I always had a fear of sitting down because I thought something was going to bite me from underneath, like a spider or a snake or something. I had a great fear, 8 or 9-year-old boy even, using these. Now, if I use one, I know it's not going to happen, but then I didn't. Anyway, on a hot summer day, it's not very pleasant to be in an outhouse because there are zillions of flies around. Flies like the smell of fecal matter. Fecal matter is just another name for your BM. So this little hole here provided a little bit of ventilation, but most of the time I kept the door open so have more light because it's pretty dark in here with the door closed. And I never used this thing at night. It was about 100 feet from Grandpa's back porch to the outhouse, and I'll tell you, that was spooky because you don't know what's out there at night. On the way walking, it's dark. There's no lights out there, just the moonlight. If the moon wasn't out, it was pretty dark. You could take a lantern. You didn't have many flashlights in those days. They were expensive and the batteries didn't last long. So you could take a flashlight if you had one. We didn't have any. So what you tried to do was make a bowel movement or tinkle before you go to bed. So during the night, you didn't have to get up. But if you did, what we did, Fred and I think some of my uncles, instead of going out here 100 feet to the outhouse in the dark, we would stand on the back porch and pee into the driveway. It was a gravel driveway. And of course, people couldn't see it in the morning, but if you peed there too often, they'd probably smell it. But we tried to pee in a different spot, different places, so it wouldn't smell too bad. Anyway, I didn't like the flies. I didn't like the smell, and there's something else. We didn't have toilet paper in most of these. We had something like this. It was a big catalog, and they were called Sears catalogs or Montgomery Ward catalog. They were a little bigger than this even. And the smooth pages were very hard to use. The regular pages were not bad, but these catalogs came to your house twice a year, or maybe more. You had 2 companies send you catalogs, or 3, like Penny's, Montgomery Ward, and Sears. If you got a catalog from each one every 6 months, you had 6 catalogs, and each one has about 1,500 pages. There's a lot of toilet paper in there. You just rip off a piece, or 2, or 3, and use them. And it was not very pleasant, but a catalog was always there. Toilet paper was expensive, so people didn't buy it if they didn't have to. Wealthy people always had it, I'm sure. In fact, wealthy people had indoor toilets because they could afford to do that, but most people could not afford. Most farms did not have that. So, another thing is this. Down through the ages, going to the bathroom has been a chore. Here's a picture of an old Egyptian toilet where the pharaohs or wealthy people sat on. It's pretty high, but it looks to me like it's pretty wobbly. You could tip it over. I'm not sure if it was fastened down or what. And this is a typical chamber pot. Most of them had lids on them, and they were under your bed at night. I know Grandma and Grandpa had them under their bed, and probably my Aunt Mamie did, and other aunts, Ethel, Margaret, and the guys probably didn't have them. But in the morning when you got up, then the first thing you had to do was empty your chamber pot, and I'm sure somebody had to empty Grandma and Grandpa's chamber pot, because they probably didn't do it. When you have 12 children, some of those children are taught to do that. Now, I'll show you some other pictures. This one is pretty nice because it's got a little pot, but at least you're up off the ground a little. These you're down so low, it's hard to get off a pot that low, especially as you get older. Here you can have somebody to push up so you can get up. And then there's no wood one. Somebody made that out of wood because they didn't have a ceramic pot. They couldn't buy one, so they made one. Now, can you imagine some royal lady or any lady sitting on this pot and doing her business, and then happen to lean back and tip off the pot and tip the pot over? What a problem that would be. Oh my gosh. People would probably hear it happen and come running into the room with a candle or a lantern or something and say, what's going on? They see you on the floor there with this stuff on the floor. What a mess that would be. So going to the bathroom was not easy. And I'll tell you something. In about 1850, a man named Thomas Crapper developed the first indoor toilet that you could use. You pull a lever and water came down and flushed it on through into a reservoir. And he was so appreciated, the Queen of England knighted him, gave him a high standing for his invention. And years ago he used to say, they'd say, where's Johnny? He'd say, oh, he's on the crapper. That means he's using the toilet. So when you hear somebody say, oh, I got to take a crap, that's where the word comes from, Thomas Crapper. A man is taking a crap on the crapper. So, we don't use that word anymore in this country, but we all have nice toilets now. Some people even have fur-lined toilets, which makes it very comfortable. But I'll tell you what, I don't miss the old outhouses and all the bees and the flies buzzing around and the spiders and the cobwebs in the corner. It's just spooky. So I hope you appreciate your bathroom at home and your toilet, and make sure you keep it clean for Mom. And you girls and boys, tell Mom, I'll clean the bathroom, Mom. Be helpful, because the more helpful you are, the more you're going to feel good about yourself, and you're going to feel like you're contributing to the family. So take a tip from old Papa Charlie. Pitch in, help out, clean the place up. I used to scrub our bathroom every Saturday morning and clean the toilet when I was 8 years old on up. And my brother had to do the kitchen floor. My sister had to vacuum and dust. And every kid had chores to do. So we felt like part of the family, and it made us feel good. So remember that. Work makes you feel good, even though you don't like it sometimes. Okay, that's the story for today. Remember, if you like my stories, give me a like, tell your friends, and remember this: honor your mother and father, that your life may be long upon the earth. That's what it says in the Bible. Okay, bye for now. Till next time. Papa Charlie says goodbye.